Day 4 of Philadelphia makes it official. Hillary Clinton accepts the Democratic nomination for president, becoming the first female nominee for any major party. She was introduced by her daughter Chelsea, and One America's David Espindle has more on the speeches by the two Clinton women.
Just 5 weeks after giving birth to her second child, Chelsea Clinton stepped on stage at the final day of the DNC and introduced her mother in a speech attempting to humanize Hillary Clinton and her role as a mother and grandmother.
My mom can be about to walk on stage for a debate or a speech, and it just doesn't matter. She'll drop everything for a few minutes of blowing kisses and reading Chugga Chugga Choo Choo with her granddaughter.
Chelsea went on to talk about the value her mother placed on public service and her persistent push to make a change.
I've seen her right after those conversations getting straight to work, figuring out what she could do, who she could call, how fast she could get results.
Finally, Chelsea pointed out why she feels Hillary should be in the Oval Office in January.
And who knows that women's rights are human rights? And who knows that LGBT rights are human rights? Here at home, I hope that my children will someday be as proud of me as I am of my mom.
Next, she welcomed her mother, Hillary Clinton, on stage, who began by thanking the crowd for its support, with special acknowledgments for Chelsea, her husband Bill, and President Obama. Hillary's opening moments were focused on the theme that America is stronger together.
Our founders embraced the enduring truth that we are stronger together. We have to decide whether we will all work together so we can all rise together.
Shortly after, she criticized Trump for pushing an agenda based on fear, and says a former president already had the perfect rebuke for the businessman.
A great Democratic president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, came up with the perfect rebuke to Trump more than 80 years ago during a much more perilous time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And most of all, don't believe anyone who says, I alone can fix it. Yes, those were actually Donald Trump's words in Cleveland. And they should set off alarm bells for all of us. Really? I alone can fix it? Isn't he forgetting troops on the front lines, police officers and firefighters who run toward danger, doctors and nurses who care for us, teachers who change lives, entrepreneurs who see possibilities in every problem, mothers who lost children to violence and are building a movement to keep other kids safe? He's forgetting every last one of us. Americans don't say, I alone can fix it. We say, we'll fix it together.
Continuing with the I versus us theme, Clinton pushed her belief in unity.
20 years ago, I wrote a book called It Takes a Village. And a lot of people looked at the title and asked, what the heck do you mean by that? This is what I mean. None of us can raise a family, build a business, heal a community, or lift a country totally alone.
Clinton eventually shifted gears, discussing the values her parents imparted on her and her experience in politics.
So we gathered facts, we built a coalition, and our work helped convince Congress to ensure access to education for all students with disabilities. It's a big idea, isn't it? Every kid with a disability has the right to go to school. But how? How do you make an idea like that real? You do it step by step, year by year, sometimes even door by door.
And then finally, Clinton moved to where she hopes to bring her campaign, to the White House.
Whatever party you belong to, or if you belong to no party at all, if you share these beliefs, this is your campaign. If you believe that companies should share profits, not pad executive bonuses, join us. If you believe the minimum wage should be a living wage and no one working full-time should have to raise their children in poverty, join us. If you believe that every man, woman, and child in America has the right to affordable health care, join us.
A historic final day of the Democratic Convention in Philadelphia. But the Clinton campaign still remains a long way away from their goal come November.
And so, my friends, it is with humility, determination, and boundless confidence in America's promise that I accept your nomination for President of the United States.
David Espindle, One America News.